Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to create a meeting in a private channel, how to monitor students. Okay, on the left side the window here is faculty system, the middle one is student mobile, and the right side window is student desktop app. Okay, so here exam is already created. Okay, so what a mentor has to do is once he log into the desktop app, I repeat, he can only log into a desktop app, not in any browser, not in any mobile. Now after logging into the app, go to the particular team assigned to him. So I have created a test team here. In that team, one private channel will be there. That private channel is visible to only that particular faculty and 15 to 20 students assigned in that channel. No other outside students cannot see that, or any other faculty except BOE, HOD and COE can see that. Okay, so click on this exam 1 private channel, and then at the top right corner here you can see a camera icon. As this window is minimized, it is showing a camera icon, else it will show meet now button. Click on that meet now button, it will start a meeting. So here you can give any meeting name, preferably the course name. Okay, I'm just writing exam 2 as an example. Right, click on join now. As soon as the mentor or the invigilator joins the team or starts a meeting, a student both in his I think meeting is not right, so both in his mobile view as well as system view, this icon will appear suddenly. Okay, even in the desktop view this exam to join will appear automatically. So students can join by clicking this join button, or even in the mobile he can join by clicking on this join button. Okay, now once students join, so they are visible to the faculty here. Okay, now what faculty has to do, click on this more action, that is 3 dots here, and enable large gallery view. By default it is in gallery view. Faculty has to enable this large gallery view. Here it is disabled because it requires minimum 10 students to log in with video. Okay, once 10 students are there with video, this option will automatically enable. If you click this, you can see all the student videos here. Okay, I'm just turning on video from the student view in the mobile. Right, so now see, you can see a message has appeared here, and same message will appear in the student mobile view also. Okay, so that is because I have enabled the question paper now. Now what student has to do, has to go back and under assignment section. Okay, so let us first click in the mobile view. If you touch on this assignment section and scroll down, there he or she can see the exam 2. Right, now this exam 1 is available. Okay, so he can view it here by clicking on it. If you want, he can download it also, or he can simply view it in the PDF viewer. And meanwhile the video of the student is visible to the faculty here. Okay, so once he is completed with his exam, he want to submit, he has to come back here and click on this add work and upload from this device. And upload whatever PDF he want to upload, select it. Okay, done. Now he has just uploaded but not submitted his answer script yet. Most of the students, what they think is that they have uploaded and that's all over, but until unless they click this hand in button at the top right corner here, okay, they have to touch this hand in. okay, then only it is done. Okay, till then students cannot assume that his answer script is submitted. Before the end of that time, student, if he want to edit and resubmit, he can again click on this undo hand in and upload another document and hand in again. Okay, so the mentors has to make sure that students click on this hand in button. You can please remind them when time is up, so that they can click on this hand in button. Okay, otherwise students will complain to us. Now, so once everything is done, so all the students have submitted. Okay, how many students have submitted, that mentor can see here, right? In the same assignment section, mentor, if he goes here to the exam 2, so how many students has turned in. See, turned in means they have submitted, or if assignment. Okay, so not turned in means they haven't even seen the question paper yet. If they have seen the question paper but not submitted, it will show viewed. Okay, here. Okay, I have submitted from only one student account, so it is showing that it is turned in. So if any student has viewed it but not turned in, you can remind by calling that particular student name to submit it. Okay, right. So if everything is done, assuming that all the students have submitted, then mentor has to click on this arrow mark beside that leave and click on end meeting, not this red button. Okay, they have to click on this red, arrow button and click end meeting. Once this meeting is ended, neither student nor faculty can rejoin the same meeting. Okay, if the faculty choose to share a link of the meeting in either WhatsApp group or either through Teams, in that case, even if he ends that meeting, any student or faculty can rejoin that. Okay, as long as that end meeting button is not clicked, even if there is power cut or network issue, students can rejoin, or faculty also can rejoin, right? So once exam is over, what he has to do, just one more thing to remember is, before clicking on that end meeting, faculty has to download attendance. I forgot to show it here, but you don't please forget. Please don't forget. Okay, they have to download twice. Once at the beginning of the exam, that is after 10 minutes of the starting of the exam, and again 10 minutes before the end of the examination. That will make sure that every student has logged in and attended. Okay, and now every exam is over. Once the exam is over, the mentor has to open this and click on any one. Okay, any student, say he has turned in. Here he can see their roll numbers. Instead of names, here students roll numbers will be visible. Okay, so click on any particular student roll number and download. Okay, like this for all the students, a mentor has to download all those PDFs of all students, put them back in one folder, create a zipped folder and share that zip file both with DOE as well as corresponding course coordinator. Okay, with that, mentor's duty for that particular day ends. Okay, so I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions, you can contact your DOE.